This is a solenoid pack for a 1989 Ford F350 E4OD transmission, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this solenoid pack in the transmission, and hopefully it'll solve the problem I've been having with it. So anyway, we'll see. This is the solenoid pack in the transmission, located right here. I have to undo all these screws around here to get it off, and you have to have a set of star bits like this to get it off. I don't know what size this is. I just kept grabbing bits until one fit. So I'm going to go ahead and unbolt that. I've already dropped the pan, and if you've never dropped a pan and refilled the transmission with fluid, years ago I put a drain plug in this pan to make the job a lot easier, and so I drained it off. And then what you want to do is loosen up the bolts all around the pan, except for up towards the top here, and then kind of loosen those. Make sure that you have your drain pan down there, and then you kind of break the seal loose down at the lower end here and let the fluid run into the pan. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take this solenoid pack off, and this is the filter. I'm going to be replacing that, and of course I got new Mercon fluid to put in it, and we'll just see how it goes here. So I want to start taking this thing off, and we'll see what happens here. Got the solenoid pack dropped. I just put it down the pan there, and I'm just going to let it drip for a little while so I can avoid so much fluid dripping on me when I put it back in, the new one. And so anyway, yeah, that's what it looks like out of the truck. Let's see if I can get a shot up underneath the pan with it out of there. That's what it looks like now that I've dropped the solenoid pack. The solenoid pack goes right here in this area. Looks like there's kind of a rubber gasket right here that stays there and makes a seal when you tighten it up. So I want to just let it drip for a little while. I want to pull this pan out from underneath here. I've got some plastic laid down underneath my work area, so any other dripping should just go on the plastic and not on my driveway. So I want to pull this out of there and clean the pan out and get it ready for new fluid, and then put the solenoid pack in. Yeah, I got the solenoid pack out, and I got them side by side just to make sure that they look the same. And this is the old one here, and this is the new one. I'm going to put it in. I've taken the pan out and I've cleaned it, and right here is a magnet. This is to catch any little metal particles in there. What you don't want is to have a bunch of like metal shavings on here, but it just had normal, just black, really fine, and that's normal to have some fine black stuff stuck to the magnet here. So I cleaned it all out and got the magnet put back in there, and I'm getting ready to put the gasket on. What I'll do is I'll apply some grease here, and that helps hold the pan gasket in place when you go to put the pan back in until you get it bolted back up. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put that new solenoid pack in there, and then put the pan back on. Little nut. Okay. It's got an O-ring around the electrical connection. Had to kind of snap up in there. And put this nut on there and it will retain it. Keep them from falling back down. Okay, then hold it up and start putting all the screws back in it. Let's see. This star bit on this screwdriver. Make it maybe a little easier. Put these back in. Okay, take this filter off, put the new one in. Go get the new filter. Okay. Now we're ready to put the pan back on. Like I said, this is just grease. You don't want to ever use gasket sealant on it. You don't want your gasket adhering to this metal, sticking to it. So they recommend that you just use grease to hold the gasket in place. Like that. Holes are all lined up. Okay, now it's ready to put back on. Okay. Line up. Pan up there. Filter's good. Get some of these bolts started. Hold it up there.